Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you love trains, rail journeys, and exploring America's roots on steel wheels, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into one of Amtrak's most beloved regional train routes, the Carolinian. The Carolinian is a special train. It runs daily between Charlotte, North Carolina, and New York City, traveling over 700 miles through some of the most historic, scenic, and culturally rich areas of the eastern United States. It's a train that serves not just as a connection between big cities but also as a bridge to smaller communities that rely on rail for travel, business, and adventure. Let's imagine you're stepping on board the Carolinian in Charlotte. It's early morning, the sun is just rising, and the train is waiting at the station. There's a quiet buzz of excitement. Families, solo travelers, and daily commuters are getting ready to ride. As you step into the train, the conductor greets you warmly. The smell of fresh coffee from the cafe till the copyright card drifts through the air, and the soft seating in coach already promises comfort for the journey ahead. As the train begins to roll out of Charlotte, you quickly realize that this trip is more than just a ride, it's an experience. The Carolinian travels through North Carolina, Virginia, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, and finally arrives in the heart of Manhattan and New York City. That's 8 states in a single day. Charlotte is the starting point and one of the largest cities in the Southeast. With its gleaming skyline and fast-growing population, Charlotte is a hub of finance, technology, and Southern charm. Leaving the city behind, the Carolinian passes through the Carolinas' rolling hills and lush forests, heading northeast toward the Piedmont region. Soon you arrive in Kannapolis, a town famous for its history in the textile industry and its connection to NASCAR legend Dale Earnhardt. Then it's on to Salisbury, one of the oldest cities in North Carolina. The historic train station there, built in 1908, has been beautifully restored and gives a glimpse into the golden era of rail travel. Next up is High Point, the furniture capital of the world. If you ever wondered where all those beautifully crafted American chairs and tables came from, High Point has the answer. The town is also home to one of the most unique train stations, located beneath a large office building, almost hidden in plain sight. Then comes Greensboro, a city with deep roots in American history. From civil rights protests to Revolutionary War battles, Greensboro has seen it all. The station here, also a classic piece of architecture, offers connections to other Amtrak services as well, like the Crescent. The Carolinian doesn't just serve major hubs, it reaches into places like Burlington and Durham, each with its own flavor and story. Durham is known today as a high-tech hub and university town, home to Duke University. But it also has a past as a tobacco town, and the train station sits right where old warehouses have been turned into hip restaurants and art spaces. Not far from Durham, Raleigh comes into view. The capital of North Carolina is a fast-growing city full of museums, government buildings, and a vibrant cultural scene. The Carolinian picks up more passengers here, as this station is a major point on the route. After Raleigh, the Carolinian moves through small towns like Selma and Wilson, offering rural communities a vital connection to the outside world. Wilson's station has even been featured in movies and commercials because of its classic Southern charm. As the Carolinian speeds through the countryside, passengers often admire the views: tobacco fields, cotton farms, small creeks, and pine forests are rolling by the window like a painting in motion. Next comes Rocky Mount, a junction point for several rail lines, followed by Roanoke Rapids and Weldon, just before the train crosses into Virginia. And it's here that the Carolinian starts to pick up speed and gain that distinct Northeast corridor energy. Welcome to Virginia, a state rich with colonial history and Civil War landmarks. The Carolinian glides into Petersburg and then Richmond, the state capital. Richmond Station is a highlight for many rail fans. It's located at Staples Mill Road, a key rail hub and one of Amtrak's busiest stations in the Southeast. From here, the Carolinian joins up with other trains like the Silver Meteor and Silver Star, all heading toward the northeast. Soon, the Carolinian enters Fredericksburg and continues toward the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Now things get even more interesting. The train leaves the quieter, slower-paced south and enters the fast-moving, electrified territory of Amtrak's Northeast Corridor. The tracks become smoother, and the pace increases. Passengers can feel the change as the scenery shifts from woods and rivers to highways, high-rises, and major cities. Washington, D.C., is a key stop on the journey. The Carolinian pulls into the Grand Union Station, one of the most iconic train stations in America. Here, passengers disembark, new ones board, and the crew gets ready for the next part of the journey. From here on, the train is now running on electric power, thanks to Amtrak's powerful locomotives that take over from the diesel engines used in the South. The Carolinian now flies through Maryland, stopping at Baltimore's Penn Station, another historic building with a modern vibe. The views include the Inner Harbor, bridges, and even a glimpse of the Chesapeake Bay. Next is Wilmington, Delaware, a small but important city with major financial and historical connections. As the Carolinian reaches New Jersey, it passes through Trenton and Newark, cities full of commuters heading into and out of New York. And then finally, the train enters the tunnels under the Hudson River, heading straight into Penn Station in New York City, one of the busiest and most famous train stations in the world. You've now arrived at the final destination. The Carolinian has taken you from the deep south to the northeast megalopolis, through farmlands, cities, forests, and history. And along the way, it's offered more than just transportation, it's offered stories, views, and connections. One of the great things about the Carolinian is its accessibility. With coach and business class seating, it serves everyone from college students to families, from tourists to business travelers. The Onboard Café Tilde copyright offers snacks, drinks, and light meals. The windows are large and clear, perfect for taking in the ever-changing scenery. Amtrak's Carolinian is also environmentally friendly, taking hundreds of cars off the road each day. It's supported by both Amtrak and the North Carolina Department of Transportation, showing how states and national services can work together to keep trains running for the people. What makes the Carolinian so beloved is that it combines the charm of the South with the energy of the Northeast. It's one of those rare train journeys where every part of the route feels different, but it all connects into one experience. Whether you're a rail fan, a student, a history buff, or someone just looking to explore the East Coast in a new way, the Carolinian gives you that opportunity. And while this train may not be the fastest or the most luxurious, it is reliable, comfortable, and full of heart. It's a lifeline for many, a favorite for some, and a hidden gem for others. There's something magical about getting on in a small Carolina town and stepping off hours later in the heart of New York City. So the next time you think about travel between the Carolinas and the Big Apple, remember the Carolinian. It's more than a train. It's a rolling story, a steel ribbon connecting lives, cities, and dreams across the East Coast. Thanks for watching and joining me on this ride. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more train journeys, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a trip with us. Safe travels and see you in the next one.